What's up, guys? I'm just gonna start recording from here. Sup, guys? Missed you. Alright, so like the past few days, look, I got like a bunch of paperwork here. Paperwork and books. Isn't that awesome? Paperwork and books. Let me go like to the new spot where I'm doing videos now. How have you guys been? How's life been for you guys? Have you guys been enjoying it? Have things been awesome? So this is like my new spot, and we're setting it up together. Hopefully this is right, and bam. Hey, check this out. This is pretty cool. Oh, too high. It's like a head. Okay, this works. What's up, guys? I missed you. It's been like 3 days. And what I've been learning lately more than anything is like how important clarity is. Because clarity itself, you know, like it literally helps us decide what it is that we want before we, you know, embark on doing anything. Like if we look at Walt Disney said in his biography, was it in his biography? In his biography, you can see that he was trying to paint the picture to his brother Roy. That was his brother's name, if I'm not mistaken. He was trying to paint his brother the picture of what Disney World would look like. And it was on his deathbed. It was a bit sad, but he was still going at it, still creating. And on his bed, he was trying to paint Roy what Disney World would look like, trying to paint the picture on the ceiling, literally. You know, literally trying to paint the picture. And clarity is power. And Napoleon Hill, if I'm not mistaken, was it Napoleon Hill? Napoleon Hill or Robert Collier, one of them said that every great man, if I'm not mistaken, said that every great man first paints the picture within his own mind. Once he paints the picture in his head, then he goes out and he does it. But first he paints the picture in his mind, in his head, and you know, then afterwards, you know, he'll go out and he'll do it. Because that gives you a bit, not only does it give you a surge of confidence, not only do you become what you think about, not only what you create in your mind, the second you start creating it, and if you do it, you know, for a while, and you put emotion and feeling, you literally create it and bring it to life. But all those things working together with the action that you take into making it to life gives you a clear goal. It gives you a clear idea of what it is that you want to make. So let's say you have a dream life. Let's say you got a life that you've envisioned your whole life. Notice how I said envisioned. Now that you've envisioned that life, you're able to go out there, you're able to work for it, you're able to grind for it, and you're able to make that life happen by doing the things that you want to make that life happen. Maybe you weren't so picky on doing what it is that you wanted. Maybe you just really wanted that life. You know, so be it. That's a different conversation. I think passion's important, but that's a different conversation. You know? And everybody has passion. Don't think for a second that you don't, because everyone has it. Every single person on this earth has direct access to God, infinite intelligence, and all these forces that will help you succeed. We all have direct access to it. All of us. You get me? Every single one of us. And if by any chance you want to take the moment and the second to really look inside yourself and ask yourself a question and wait for an answer, you'll know exactly what I mean. You'll know exactly what I mean when I say you become what you think about when you start seeing things happen. You get me? Some slower than others, some faster than others, but you'll know what I mean. But for anything to happen, for God to help you, for any of this to really work, because there's a science behind success. If you do a certain amount of steps and a certain amount of things, especially towards that certain thing that you want, you're gonna get it. There's a reason why some people fail and some people succeed. The people that fail, if you study them and you look at their patterns, and then you look at the successful man and you look at their patterns, they do different things. Since they do different things, they get different results. So studying the successful man is important. But all that goes back into clarity, because a successful man is clear with what he wants. And yeah, he's clear with what he wants. He has to be clear. Maybe he was one of those rare people that they had a blindfold on him and they spun him and he accidentally shot the arrow on the dot, which is rare, but happens. It really happens. You know, or maybe he was one of those people that helped somebody else accomplished large success, and along the way did something that he enjoyed, which is rare but happens. But trying to avoid that situation, if you get clear on what it is that you want, you'll make it happen. I guarantee you that. I can guarantee it to you. I've been studying successful people for the past year. Just about 1 year. I'd say 2, but it hasn't been to the last year that I've really just like gone all in with it. And I'm telling you, from the information that you can test yourself, you can look it up, you can Google it, because you'll find that quickly on Google, and you can confirm these facts. That when I say we become what we think about by Earl Nightingale, and then we look at Oprah, and she says, I dreamed about doing this. We look at Michael Jackson, I envisioned doing this. I left it up to God, to faith. We look at all these successful people. How come they all believed in something higher? They had faith in it. I don't know if you so much need faith in that. Maybe belief in yourself, which is important. Knowing that I know I'll be able to get it done. I know it'll happen. I think that'll work too. I think that gives like a certain kind of confidence, and it's a more profound kind of thing. It's a more personal relationship. But getting clear on what you want altogether. Like if you look at any of these people that were extremely successful, even Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, they all knew what they wanted to do before. They envisioned the life. They designed that life within their mind. They first thought about it, and then they did it. And you're an extremely smart person. I know you are, because you're watching something like this. You're enjoying yourself, and you're not only enjoying yourself, but growing. And that's fantastic. And congratulations to you. So I know for a fact that you would think it's logical that you have to think before you act. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree that first we have to know what we're going to do before doing it? Wouldn't you agree that that's probably the best way to do it, by having a plan? So the point of the matter really is that clarity is important. And I used to struggle with that, being clear. I used to struggle a lot with being clear. And we learn, and then you see for yourself. I promise you'll see it for yourself, especially if you study this stuff for a while. It's really easy stuff, I promise. I promise it's super easy. And we see results happen in our life. I'll give you a story. This is literally just to share an experience. I wanted a certain car. When I was gonna go see that certain car that I wanted, it wasn't the exact one that I wanted. It was very similar, but I was gonna settle for it, I guess you could say. When I was gonna go see it the same day, one, I learned to never settle. That's one thing that I learned. Never settle for anything in life. Tony Robbins teaches that. And 2, if you ever have a voice inside you that says to listen to it, listen to it. Because this car, it was actually in really good conditions. It was beautiful. It was for a great price too. But but it wasn't the exact one that I want. Something inside me said, don't do it, don't go. And I listened to that. I didn't do it, and I didn't go. And that's the best thing that ever happened to me. One of the best ones. That's probably one of my first experiences. I have many more before, but this is the most relevant one. And I ended up finding like 4 or 5 days later, after listening to that voice, getting exactly what I wanted. So that voice inside me told me that I was gonna get what I wanted. I just have to wait a little bit, and I got it. You get me? I'm supposed to get it this Saturday, and if not, I also have something else lined up that's even like, I wouldn't say better, because this is what I wanted, but better than the other vehicle. Another story, and I hope you can relate to this one if you haven't already, is that, have you ever had the moment when you were going to cross the street and something held you back, and then a car went flying by? That thing that held you back, did you ever feel like something pulled you back? Did you ever feel like something told you wait? Or have you ever had that moment in something? Have you ever had a moment in life where you felt like something was holding you back or something? And not like if it was a physical person, it was just something like a super force, like a natural force, I don't know. And it told you, wait, don't go, give it a second, or take this action, and this is going to benefit you, and then beautiful things happen. That's a God. People call it Allah, people call it Buddha. We're all worshiping the same God, in my opinion, because, it's all love. It's all love. And as long as we're doing it from love, integrity, and justice, we're bound to succeed and prevail. Otherwise, you know, we'll fail. But we're all worshiping the same God, you know, in my opinion. And we shouldn't have religions so much divide us. I think religions are beautiful. All religions are beautiful. They all have beautiful things that we could learn from. But we shouldn't see them as something that divides us, because we're closer than we think a lot of the time, believe it or not. Would you agree with that? Would you agree with me, Mr. Brother and Sister? Mr. Sister and Brother? Mrs. Sister and Brother. But yeah, clarity is power, and I think that's the most important thing that there is. And when we're clear on what it is that we want, we'll have these supernatural forces help us. And if we listen to them, like Oprah said, because Oprah said she was obedient to it. I'll leave the link in the description to that video, that she was obedient to her intuition, always, to that intuition being God, infinite intelligence, Allah, Buddha, whatever you want to call it. That's why she became successful. She always listened to it. You know, maybe you'll start listening to it too, if you haven't already, which I'm pretty sure you're a brilliant person. But, you know, I love learning. I think there's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. Anyways, thank you for watching this. I hope you got some value out of it. Because I do these videos so you can get value. And you don't have to share it unless you want to, but at least share the message with somebody. Even if it's not the video, you could share the video if you want, but sharing the message so you can help someone else, you know, try to get that and help them be one step closer to what they want in their life and achieving what they want and their dream and their success. Because I think we should all help each other. Wouldn't you want somebody to help you? So peace and love, peace and gratitude. Thank you so much. Subscribe, and just be your very best self. You were born for greatness, and you already are an amazing person that's going to do things out of this world if you want to. Thank you. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you. We all want to see you win. Thank you. You're amazing. You're amazing, amazing, amazing. Love you. Peace out. Take care. Take care. Take care. Keep in touch. Subscribe. Follow the Instagram. Love you again. Love you again. Love you again. Take care.